Hello, I am Brianna and welcome to My Life on Paper and welcome to Off the Board where we take one of our pins off Pinterest and use them. Today is Saturday, which means it is Scrap Lift, and this is by Creations by Miriam. And it's also Stamp It Like It's Hot. Today's prompt is to stamp around a photo. So I am super excited how this turned out. I have two photos of my family at Disney World, and that was in 2023 in February. And I thought these were the last two photos, like, to get that part of the album done, and my girls have brought to my attention there are photos that I do not have in the album, so you will be seeing more of those. But how cute is this little, like, the layout that says girls on it, and it's nice. It's kind of like a block style or grid style. And so I had fun going into my stash. I just grabbed out coordinating um scraps that you can see we have pastel colors on. My husband has like a light blue, Eliza has like a more of a turquoise, Meredith has purple, Jillian, I'm not sure what color Jillian is. I'll move my hand. Oh, yellow. And then I have that pink color. So I grabbed these out, I cut them up, I corner rounded the ones up in the left corner. I'm going to make fishtail banners out of the ones in the right lower. And it comes together really quickly. I am going to have the playlist listed below for Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. You will see everybody's take. Some people are participating every day. I am only jumping in when I can. And I'm super excited to be doing a scrap lift. I do go into my Disney stash to look for things that I can use as embellishments, but I'm really staying away. Well, honestly, I'm trying to look for the blue and the yellow. Started the layout, I wasn't sure what stamp I was going to use, but this is Adorning Corners by Close to My Heart. Um, it is from a long time ago, and very retired. And um, looking at this, it's a corner, but it's kind of got those dots and things that just make me, and kind of the peaks and stuff. It looks like something from like Aladdin or Cinderella. So I was super excited to find this. Now I don't know that I've used that one before, so I stamped it off just to make sure that it gave me a good stamp. I did kind of rub it off on my skin to kind of season it. Um, so I will go and make sure that my photos are adhered down. And this is a little tricky. I I did it so that they're not super glued down. Like if I totally screwed up, I could have grabbed another piece of paper and did it. But I mean, you're always taking a chance. I do have a stamp platform that I could have used, a Misty. Um, but I honestly haven't used that a lot, and so I haven't gotten used to it. I really should get it out and get used to it, and it was just easier for me just to go for it. So I do use my Close to My Heart mat that is kind of spongy on the other side. And here you see me lining it up. And on this first one, what I should have been paying attention to, it got ink on the kind of the valleys. Um, and so I do get a little bit of um, ink that wasn't, you can see the blobs. So then, and here I'm just eyeballing it to make sure everything's going to work out. But I'm more careful then after that. I'm just using my finger, real technical tool to wipe off the stuff in the valley so they just don't end up on the page again. Now I'm not gonna probably stamp on the right, so I'm gonna get my, to stamp on the right hand side, I'm really gonna get my head in, so I kind of fast forward through that, kind of cut that out. But there you see, there's my stamping around a photo. And this made it real easy to figure out which corners I was gonna use it in because I would have overlapped if I did the left lower corner. There you go. And so I do go, and I'm just showing you when I use these bigger stamps, I just ink on the underside to make sure I can see that I get a good stamp. And there magically is the one up on top. So I'm going to lay all my pieces out and get them glued down. I think I shouldn't say lose, I think my ATG, um, uh, I used it all up, the roll, and normally I will just stop and refill it. And I'm been using this for a couple of years now, so I'm pretty quick at it. However, I just didn't have the patience for this one, so I will start gluing things down. There you go. We'll start gluing things down. So that is my behind the scenes. I do need a new blade for my trimmer. I wasn't super worried about rough edges on this one. It kind of added to the layout. So, but I do need to go get a new blade. I should always have a backup. I would say this layout is super my style, and I would do it totally again. I often say that, but I'm off to the next fun layout or sketch to do, so I don't often repeat ones, but this would be a good one to use over and over again. Here are my stickers. I do believe they're both from Echo Park from different collections, but I saw right away like I've got a couple castles on there. So you'll see me take one of the blue castles off and use that instead of the flower in the layout. And then I'm going to create some of those banners, and I start with cheese and quickly find there are actual banners on here that I will use instead. So cheese comes off, but there is the perfect place for a little castle. Okay, time for question of the day, and I might have asked this before, so I'm so sorry, but where are you in your scrapbooking journey? I know some people are way back years not catching up. Can't use those words. Doing scrapbooks from years ago. Some people are more current. Some people are working on vacations. Tell me where you are in your scrapbooking journey. There you see the two banners I've got in the bottom, and then I'm just looking for another star because there's plenty of stars in the Disney stickers. And then I put cheese back. That doesn't end up getting on the page. And then I go into my ephemera to see what can I use. Um, and I wasn't so excited about using the black lettering, but it's such a little bit of black lettering. So you'll see at the end, I grab something that does have some black lettering, and I am very okay with that. And I don't think it sticks out unless I talk about it like this. So that says happy day. This says picture perfect. And then it says worth the wait. None of those end up staying. I stick with smiles from ear to ear. I do have this blue arrow, which I love. It's a Disney thing, or well, it's to match the Disney stuff, and it just matches with my stuff so well. So I used the back side of that floral paper to make a yellow Mickey head, and I popped up the smiles from ear to ear on some foam. There goes the Mickey ears. And then I wanted to do the banner, and I wasn't sure how to do that, and I was trying to figure out the fastest and quickest, the easiest way to do it. This maybe not was not the quickest and easiest way to do it, but sure worked. Now, I just took washi tape. Now, I've done this before it was actually a technique that I learned off of Pinterest. And I do take the dark blue. There is some dark blue in that flower on the right side. Um, and I didn't want, see, I have yellow and I have a light blue. My greens didn't work. That was the issue. I totally would have used a green washi, but my greens were not the right color. So I went with two blues and a yellow, and yeah, pretty proud of myself for remembering this technique. Now the cool thing about this is I'm just doubling them over. I trim them off. I do the fishtail banner, but they slide when they're on there. I thought, well, if you put them down, they're down. They slide along that twine, and so and I actually thought I was going to do more than three, but three was the magic number. I am super excited for hops in series like this. It really gets me motivated to get things into my scrapbook album, especially with July being such a busy month. I don't know about you guys, but we have lots of live music to see that we take pictures of. Fireworks. We went to a baseball game last night. Um, uh, a birthday celebration. Jillian, that's in the picture on the bottom left on the left there, has a birthday this month. She also has her wedding shower this month, so I will have lots more to scrapbook, which I'm looking forward to. Super excited about that. So here you see me just struggling a little bit. I've got some foam squares that work nice to kind of fit behind there. I just had to trim one down that was a little bit too long. And then I will just use some of that same washi to get them tucked behind around the photos to secure them. So that is really about it. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me through the end. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.